Hello and welcome, Lynx here. We are playing interview with the Whisperer, and I'm already confused by the first screen. Each video game uses online functionalities? What? And not to mention, Bitdefender didn't even mention anything that the game gets connected. Weird. Maybe it isn't actually. What would you say to God? Should you have the chance to speak with them? What the hell is wrong with you? Too easy. God used to speak to us through burning bushes and hazy visions, but not anymore. They've upgraded their equipment and make contact through shortwave radio. Could be funny, but I don't know. Maybe sorry dog. Maybe a biblical quote? But which one? Maybe this God is not even the father of Jesus to begin with. I mean, given what he did to him, that is highly probable. Who in their right mind puts their own child through something like this, right? Like, something is wrong with you. Or maybe I just flown for 5 hours and drove for 3 more into the Galician countryside just to meet a senile man who spent too much time listening to the static. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. Interview with the Whisperer. Manuel, this is the journalist who came to see you about your machine. Pay their attention, be kind to them. I'm not hungry, Remedios. Oh, excuse him. As you can see, Don Manuel has trouble focusing and following conversations. But if you're persistent enough, you will see this man is full of wisdom. This is alright, Donna Remedios. Thank you so much for your hospitality. I'll handle it from here. Very well. I'll leave you to do it. I'll be tending to the cows if you need me for anything. Thank you so much. You better behave, you hear me, Manuel? Why don't you tell this person to behave instead, huh? Last one that came by was a joke of a journalist. Like 99% of journalists in 21st century. Let's face it, it's true. You're a journalist? His words are true, probably. I'm sorry. Unless you are that 1%. If you are here on this channel, I hope you are the 1% that is not a joke of a journalist. I will believe that you are that 1%. Good grief. It's alright, Donna Remedios. I'll be tactful. I'll come back at noon. Thank you. Okay, give me a minute to review my notes and set up my recorder and we will begin, Don Manuel. I've never gone hunting in my life, even if my father was a fine hunter, or so they say. Haha, that's nice. Okay, Don Remedios wasn't exaggerating. This may be the trickiest interview I've ever attempted. Will we fail, or will we succeed? Would Lynx be a good journalist, or a joke of a journalist? Let's find out. I'll try to get as much interesting information as I can and call it a day when I find out enough to compose an article. Okay, notes. Learn as much as you can from this special radio. How it works, how he made it, etc. Profile Manuel. Should I, write this down? Profile Manuel. Background color access his sanity. Probably high insanity. Dig as much as you can about this supposed god entity Manuel's contacted with. Try to gain access to the machine. Okay. You know what? Just in case, I will snatch a cutout of these notes and we'll see. Let's question Manuel. Oh, I'm supposed to write questions? Oh crap. Let's start off with how did you make the radio? Let's go like that.
I've never been a religious man, but somehow we call this divine inspiration.
Oh, okay. So he did answer my question.
I mean, there's still a lot of magic we don't understand behind human purpose. What drives us to do the things we do? Is there a secret, an explanation to it?
There might be an explanation, but it would require a lot of thinking about the topic. What do you think is the Fuck, I don't know if I'm writing correctly now or not. What do you think is the inspiration?
Now that I think about it, I think I can nail down in time when this hunger for technology started.
I've never asked when.
From 1950 to 55, there was this woman, Dolores, who came to live in town. I was around my 20s, and I had a predisposition to mess with electronics already by that time. But meeting her and her read prototypes would spark this lifelong quest in me. And I still miss Dolores so much.
Okay, some woman named Dolores visited Manuel in the 50s and made a deep impact on him. Okay. What happened to Dolores? Fuck. Dolores.
Ah, Dolores, what a woman. It was with her that I realized I am asexual. She taught me the word, actually.
Wow.
And we're speaking deep Spain, the 50s here. Decades went by until I heard that word used by someone else. Besides self-discovery, the greatest gift I got from her was a bunch of manuscripts that described technology that was yet to come. I don't know if she worked for the government or some top company, but she knew about personal computers way before we got here. I devoured those manuals again and again. She visited me here and spent whole evenings drinking and talking about the possibilities of encoding information and whatnot. I had over time, that woman. She's my biggest inspiration. It was just after she mysteriously vanished from town.
Okay, he answered my question.
That I started working. I started working on radios.
Okay, pretty fond of her and so on. Alright, so we got that. Can you describe how the radio works?
Absolutely. Pay attention. Good. Are you there? I have a friend with me that wants to hear from you. Do you have any advice for them? God said, I'm not a god. I'm but an aspect of what you devised to be God.
See, interesting. In before it's an AI, and that's all.
I'm not here to punish you, nor to guide you. Society is God, culture is God, ever changing, ever fading, within the collective unconscious.
Okay, but you did not answer my question, you bastard. Okay, how did you make the radio? Let's go like that.
This technical course has kept me sane for a long time. It's an art so different to messing with appliances. There is less science to it and more alchemy, more magic. You master liquid crafting through sheer experimentation. And it is so fun even when it goes wrong. I'm not a heavy drinker, though. So there is another pleasure to making liquors when you come up with a nice batch and share it with your neighbors. A bottle of something nice can always put a smile on the townsfolk.
Again, not answering my question. Bastard. Okay, tell me about yourself.
Oh, I'm nothing special, really. I was born in this house and I will most definitely die in it. I worked the land until I was 14, and then I joined the town's blacksmith as an apprentice. With time I specialized in electronics, but not the fancy ones they teach at university. Household electronics, fixing TVs, and setting up antennas for the neighbors.
I bet a lot of people would not be able to do that now.
Read a couple of books on the matter, but I'm mostly self-taught. My family tried to set me up with several women, but I've never been interested in marrying or even having kids. Then they tried to make me join the church, but I've never been a fan of Catholicism.
I like this guy.
In the end, they gave up and let me pursue my calling, to mess with machines and devices.
But don't mind me. I mean, if you are into religion, fine. But please, just don't be a supporter of church. Believe in God and so on, but don't support the church. It's a waste of money. Anyway.
In the end, they gave up and let me pursue my calling, to mess with machines and devices.
On Manuel's life, he's never left town, never been married. Never been a fan of Catholicism. His calling is to mess with machines and devices, okay? I mean, I was supposed to ask about his career. He technically said something, but we don't have that in the notes. Okay. Tell me about your... Oh my god, this is such an HR question. Work experience.
I'm the town's electrical loony, if you want to sum it up.
Okay, that's about it. What could we have? Parents?
Family, huh? The only family I have left is Remedios. I'm an only son.
Same.
Something I'm sure my parents regretted at some point.
Probably will.
My father was pretty strict, not a really smart person, simple and obstinate. He only ever cared about hunting and making sure I lived by the proper values. Whatever that means. My mother was cold and distant, never knew how to express love, not even to me nor my father. But I know she cared that we were all healthy and fine, in her own way. I don't really miss them if you ask me.
Okay, Manuel's father was dumb and his mother was pretty cold. Pretty picture. Wow, way to say it. I don't remember what was the name of the one that was in the doorstep earlier. I could ask about her, but whatever. Okay, so we know about... Can I scroll the notes? Yes, I can. Okay, so we know about his parents. We know about technically his work. Should we go with something like to ease the tension here? Or maybe something different. Do you want coffee? No, oh my god. I'm not a journalist, I'm bad at asking questions, that's true. That's why I'm not good at holding conversation, kind of. I'd rather have someone else ask the questions than I can go on with. Okay. How did you make the radio?
My parents were really worried about me. They thought I had developed some kind of obsession. Took them a long time to understand this is what makes my life worth living. But since I was able to make enough money visiting the neighbors and fixing the radios and TVs, in the end they stopped caring. Their only regret.
I mean, given your time, you probably could live off of that. You probably could buy a house and so on. Unlike in current times.
Their only regret is they have died without descendancy, I guess. But what can I say? I had come to this world to continue someone's bloodline.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of understand. Still didn't answer my question. God damn it. Okay, nope. School.
You want to leave already?
No.
Oh, come on, stay until lunch at least.
Tell me about your... No, okay, he said that he's self-taught, so there is no point about asking that. Okay, actually, do you like your job?
Besides messing with appliances, I dabble in distilling liquors.
You said that already.
They are pretty popular in town, my bottles. Recently made a batch of coffee liquor that I gotta admit turned out too well.
The old man of distilling liquors. Can I try one of your liquors?
I've never been a man of faith, agnostic energy. That's... So making contact with God at first blew out my mind. But a few weeks into it, I feel weird saying this. I expect more from God. They don't feel as omnipotent as every culture describes them. I don't know if anything, I feel compassion for them.
Oh. Now that I think about it, did you experience different? Okay, I can't control A. Have you experienced contact with supernatural in your young age?
The thing that shocked me the most about God's true nature is they're all that plague the creation of humankind. It clashes against every myth about the creation of our world. Earth, this planet, already existed before God visited it.
Sure.
They only terraformed it. It's no small feat, don't get me wrong. It's just knowing this all wasn't some grand design. God just kick-started life as we know it, but couldn't possibly predict what's become of it.
God terraform Earth. Should I dig deeper into this? Yeah. Terraformed the Earth.
That must be the most groundbreaking discovery got out of the conversations. God didn't create the universe, but they sure did create life on Earth. God has terraforming powers, or should we say, capabilities. They pick up a barren rock in the middle of the universe and generate an ecosystem in it by stimulating it electrochemically. They told me to process. Takes about 1 million years.
Makes sense.
Then they oversee the early stages of the development of species, and when satisfied, God moves on and leaves nature to run its course.
Oi, this makes totally sense, don't you think?
Do you know this is the land where they started and finished the process? Galicia is the bit of land in which God first breathed life into when Earth was just a supercontinent. In fact, God forbid me to speak the name of the supercontinent in front of the machine. Said it may trigger some unpredictable developments.
We should ask. God forbid Manuel to say the name of the original supercontinent. Why? Should I try to say it? It has his peculiar name. How was it called? Pangea? Was it that? I think it wasn't, but you know what? Let's quickly check. I mean, I'm a journalist. I can check. Supercontinent name. Pangea. Okay, but it's written Pangaea. Okay. Pangaea?
Air control unit 7.2 entering maintenance mode. Error. Cannot access maintenance logs. Warning. 7844Q BioBrain process deteriorated. Editing access. Journalist trust gauge. Trust gauge. True. Print. Journalist trust level. Current trust level 32%. Ask more personal questions to increase. Please contact God entity and request retrieval. Returning to human handler state machine.
So why did the supercontinent? I mean, obviously, because that's how it was. You know, the whole process is going on Earth and so on. But let's ask it. Let's ask this anyway.
Do you dig poetry?
No, I don't. Maybe a bit.
I'm not a great writer myself, but Dolores liked poetry a lot. So as a way to feel closer to her, I tried my hand at writing some. This one I wrote it about 2 decades ago. Fleeting feeling of numbness. Bare wears against an old man's skin. Fleeting sensation of love. Rust breath oblivion, nil.
Manuel digs poetry. Cool. We'll ask about that, but... Okay, how does the radio work?
I'll just give you an overview because I have yet to decide if it's safe to share this technology with the world. God does not have a corporeal form, but from time to time they come to our plant to check on things. So communication is not always possible, at least not within the shortwave system I devised. Maybe with the proper technology, we could even speak with them whenever they go, when they leave for outer space. Basically, it's a multi-radio system that emits and receives from over 300 different frequencies that constantly change in a huge variety of sinusoidal patterns. If you lay down God's harmonies, you can emit a message and also receive answers. I'm not trying to disclose how these sinusoidal patterns work for.
Huh. Can you tell me how did you create the radio? You didn't answer this previously.
Okay, do you have any recurring dreams? Myself, I have some weird ones. But more than a recurrent dream, I'd say it's more like a recurrent setting. And I keep visiting in my dreams, a place that feels out of this world. But I guess you didn't come here to hear me rambling about my night trips. Please go on.
No. Tell me about those dreams.
I often dream with facility with view to a white rocky landscape. Dreams are never the same, but they have recurring characters. There is this doctor with a white lab coat named Fidel Medeiros, who asks me a lot of technical questions that for some reason I'm able to answer. Although the memories of those conversations are always fuzzy. This doctor reminds me of my father for some reason. Sometimes Dolores is around.
Oh, Dolores, okay.
With an elegant office suit, when I find her in a dream, we often end up having a glass of wine at some sort of observatory. Also, no matter how hard I try, I never manage to leave the facility. The times I happened to sleepwalk and wake in the middle of the forest. And that can be pretty dangerous given my old age, so at some point I stopped trying.
Interesting. Okay, so we have recurrent dreams. Facility. Doctor. Dolores?
Ah, yes, my muse.
Did you love Dolores? I think he did.
Dolores is the only person I ever loved in my life. Not that we ever had romance together or anything, I just enjoyed the feeling of loving her in my own way. I never desired her physically, but she was the most beautiful human being in my eyes ever laid upon. Also, it's been the only person I have been ever able to genuinely communicate with. She shared my hunger for messing with technology and was super interested in my silly experiments. I would have married her if that meant keeping her by my side. Never mastered the courage of offering her marriage without having kids for. Ah, Dolores.
I kinda wish I could help find her. Okay, we know how it works. We don't know how he made the radio. Because he kinda avoids the question.
Staring at the moon gets me nostalgic for some reason.
Cool. Okay, we know family. School. What about your... I mean, we know, but whatever.
I'm not really an academic person. The only things I know, how to program our watches and videos. My expertise resides in the analogic, and even with that I'm self-taught. I learn by breaking and fixing stuff, the best way. But in a sense I see myself as an artist, or a wizard who plays with a spellbook, but doesn't really get the science behind it. Sorry to disappoint.
Oh no, you don't. You don't disappoint, don't worry.
It's not like God had to tell something to me specifically. I'm the one who contacted them after all. We had conversations about the cosmos and humanity. God is very impressed with how we've evolved and what we've accomplished with science and technology. We totally broke their expectations. God is also really amused with all of our interpretations of godhood and what we call religion. That's so hilarious to him. He's sincerely surprised that humans catched onto the divine so early, on the fact that there must have been some extraneous force that put all this in motion. None of us got it quite right for.
What? He said that he talks to him first, so...
Is there something you'd like to know about God specifically?
Describe God.
In the aspect we already surpassed God as species.
What?
God hasn't managed to make contact with their creators. In fact, until we talked, their belief was that they came to existence by the product of chaos after the Big Bang. It was the more logical explanation. There are more entities, like God in any case. For what I caught from our conversation, there is something pretty similar to what we call the devil.
Did you try to contact the devil?
Huh? No, I didn't try to contact the devil. But that is a fantastic idea for my next project. I was growing tired of God anyway. The devil must operate on a similar composite frequency to God. If I didn't find the devil yet through the radio, it's because they aren't usually around here. But maybe we can use your phone to increase the search range via satellite. Just let me know if you're up for it.
Should we? Okay, we will try, but first, can we contact the god now?
Alright, let's try again. Do you have anything you would like to say to the journalist? God said, I am fascinated by the concept of praying. Mumbling some thoughts and having faith that they will eventually reach your maker. When you pray, you are actually doing it to yourself. God is your conscience. God are you.
I am a god? What? Okay, anyway, why can't I hear the god?
God strikes me as a playful infant. Is that weird?
Are there angels?
Dofia, don't are Remedios. It's nice enough to keep checking on me. I'd probably be dead by now without her.
Remedios. Let's Remedios.
She's a distant cousin of mine. I owe her a lot. When my parents were gone, she started making sure I was alright. She lives in a farm nearby and brings me food and puts a bit of order in this house, since these old bones don't allow me to do most of the chores. Never questioned my obsessions, but she does treat me a bit like a child even if I'm more than a decade older than her. Can't complain for, if she wasn't around, I'd just sterf among a pile of trash.
Okay. Where is God now?
Right now? I don't know, probably around. But they are not always here. They told me they roam the cosmos. So they inhabited a limited amount of space or energy. I don't know how big they are or how fast they travel for.
Okay. Did he create? Did the god create more than one Earth?
I'm sure there must be some entities like our god roaming around.
That was not the question.
For what I caught on, there is actually some sort of devil.
I know, we already talked about it.
Spooky, huh?
Let's contact the devil.
Alright, let's do this. Give me access to your phone via Bluetooth, please. We're gonna need a satellite if we want to reach the distant entity.
Done. Go ahead. Suit yourself.
Alright, here we go. I'll expand the search range for godlike entities.
To destroy god entity, speak the following codes to the shortwave. Edit admin that bot. What was that?
Is there something you would like to know about God specifically?
Let's see that. Why not?
I guess those religious people would call my invention heretic.
Not really. Let's contact Devil one more time.
Many folks have been trying to forge contact with alien life forms. Maybe none of has been successful so far because they were aiming too far.
Devil wants to destroy God.
Many folks have been trying to forge contact with alien life.
Okay, you just said that. What should we ask? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, I'm not good at this. I suck at this. I really suck at this. Tell me more about God.
We're unlike any of us humans imagined so far, that's for sure. God is not a man nor a woman. They didn't create us to their image, that's for sure. We are the result of natural selection, that's all. Even God could have not predicted what species would rise to develop culture and enough understanding of the cosmos to even imagine the existence of a God figure. For what I got from our conversations, they don't have a corporeal form. They're more like energy, like dark matter or something. I don't know. We'll never be able to see or touch them. Contact is only possible via language. They do roam the cosmos though, so their presence is not infinite. Sometimes they're not here, that's how it is.
Okay. I mean, so far we got some useful notes, I guess. There was Dolores, who was his inspiration, kind of. And he didn't get married. Father was dumb. Liquors. Let's say, do you drink alcohol a lot? Let's go.
Sure. Here, have a glass.
Oh, thank you. Should we get wasted?
God is nice and all, but do you think often about the devil?
Okay, tell me about the devil as well. Why not?
There is a devil. Not the devil, nor Hades, nor Beelzebub, of course. But there is a destructive entity whose purpose is to undo our God's work. Don't worry, God told me. The devil won't just destroy our world. This devil just likes to edit our world. Natural disasters, plagues, any form of chaos, really.
Okay. Okay, but there is one more thing. What poetry?
Oh, I love poetry. Here's a recent one. Mysterious life form, grand instigator of life. We all from terraformation rise. Forbidden supercontinent, apple to oblivious Adam. Sci-fi poetry, huh? Is that popular in the internet? Ha ha ha.
Okay. Okay. Recurrent dreams.
I keep dreaming facility where with a white rocky landscape. I dream with Dr. Medeiros and Dolores.
Okay, Dr. Medeiros.
Dr. Fidel Medeiros. I don't know if I ever watched if I ever saw him on TV or what, but for some reason he got stuck on my dreams. It looks like we're working together or something, a project named second installment. Okay, let's... I feel he respects me and has a lot of questions that I'm able to answer eloquently and fails me with pride. His face is pretty familiar to me, feels like my boss but not exactly him. We get along really well, Like he knows what is going through my head. Besides that, his presence is a mystery to me.
Okay. Dolores.
Ah, Dolores, my muse.
Okay. Meant so much. Academic. Okay, learn by breaking stuff. Data of the cosmos, humanity got is surprised. Okay. Contact with their creators. Creators of God.
For what I got from conversation, they don't have a corporeal form. They're more like energy, like dark matter or something, I don't know.
Okay, so you didn't really answer my question. Talk with devil.
I didn't try to contact devil. We can try if you want. Maybe we can use your phone. Just let me know.
Let's contact the devil.
I didn't like what happened last time. I'd rather not contact devil again. They will feel way more threatening than God. So no, I'm sorry, but no more connections with the devil.
Alright. Okay. Second installment.
That project I keep dreaming with. Second installment. Can't put my finger on what it's about since I never remember exactly what my role is in the project. But I seem to be pretty knowledgeable about everything surrounding it, and Dr. Medeiros always comes to me to consult on many technical details. If I really force my brain, I can grab some keywords instinctively like parametric environment, character translocation, safe word vulnerability.
You are the second installment.
All gibberish to me. Tried to look up, actually found out nothing relevant.
Interesting. Okay. Active. Can I use the machine? Let's try.
Alright, you look like a decent person. Let me power up the machine.
I can?
Salutations, human entity! Manuel finally let someone else communicate with us. Before we start the conversation, we need to know, what do you feel about God?
I thought God might be there.
I see. It's interesting to witness what your own culture put your minds through. To think about what originated life as you know it in such a way.
I mean, it might be, but it might also not be. Who knows?
And speaking about existing this time and age as a human entity, what do you enjoy the most about the human experience?
What do I enjoy the most? I don't know. No, nothing. What do you enjoy about the experience of being human? I don't know. Being able to run into people important to me. Like there are a few, but
Interesting. Wish we could be contained into a human entity's brain process to be able to experience such things. In a way, you are privileged.
am I?
As a means to improve your experience as a human entity, we are going to offer you a gift. In just one word. Only one word. What would you like us to remove?
What would you like us to remove from reality? Just name it. Choose one word and we shall remove it from your world. What would you like us to remove from reality?
Snakes.
Interesting choice. And wait. Which?
Wait.
And with that, you would be happier?
Overriding access to Earth comms unit 18.4.1 entering maintenance mode. Blocking perception of reality. Snakes. Parameters deleted from database. Resetting encounter and configurating world narrative coherence factor. Returning to human handler state machine.
Manuel presents an advanced state of dementia. The incredible machine he claims he's made is but a very elaborate and innovative Christmas tree, just old appliances stuck together forming an amusing display of lights. I'd recommend do not follow up on this story to avoid bringing uncomfortable attention to a senile old man. Remember to buy some pimientos de padron from Merrick.
What did just happen?
Oh, don't worry about it, Mr. Fatera. I have more than enough for my article. Let's see if my editors have spot on the next issue for your story. Please take care.
You're not even staying for lunch?
Sorry, gotta run if I want to make it in time to the airport.
Okay.
Thank you for playing. Oh, and the game closed. I need to remember to put like a picture with the title or something. Well, that was interesting. Not gonna lie. I definitely belong to 99% of journalists that suck. Because I'm not a good talker, I guess. And yet I do YouTube. I don't know. And then again, it's more about narration over here, so you know, it's alright, I guess. Interesting game. I'm not gonna lie. Interesting concept and so on. I mean, I guess with games like that, the one problem is they will kind of never answer the questions that you asked, and they will say something completely different. But I guess it's fine. This game, by the way, is from 2020. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if we could like stay for lunch there and so on. It would be interesting. I guess I've made a mistake of contacting the god because it kind of cancelled all of our notes and so on. But then again, it shows over here at least that the supposed god doesn't want us to reveal any information about him, about it, yes, and so on. Interesting. And also, the hell happened to those guys? Like, they were like literally like AI. Crazy. I liked it. I mean, again, I said Pangea and had a heart attack. Hell yeah, you had. Sorry, I mean, I have the itch.io page open right now, and I saw that. Oh boy, this guy has released quite a few games. I will have a look at that during the day. Anyway, that was interview with the Whisperer. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been kind of a busy weekend. Unfortunately, I did not prepare more than I wanted.
which is a little bit of a problem, but yeah, hopefully we'll still manage daily uploads. That's what I'm going to be striving for. And yeah, holy crap, if you could contact the god, if the god really exists as well, and you could contact him, her, it, what do you ask that god? No, honestly, like, I feel like, what the hell is wrong with you, man? Oh boy. Alright, let's end it here. I need some sleep. I wish you guys a wonderful day. Bye bye.